For most people, mention the Great Barrier Reef and their minds are filled with images of brilliantly colored corals, giant sea fans swaying in the surge, huge potato cod, and schools of fish in a syncopated dance to Poseidon's chorus. It's the place where Nemo lives. But for Dr. Julian Cayley and a team of research scientists, their vision goes far beyond what the average eye can see. These dedicated men and women are working to unlock the hidden story of diversity and distribution of aquatic species at the Heron Island Research Station off the coast of Gladstone, Australia. Cayley's diverse group of researchers is on a mission for the CReefs project, which is one of the 14 major program areas for the first Census of Marine Life. The Canadian-born Cayley has been living and working in Australia since the 1980s and is one of the 3 primary investigators for CReefs. Julian Cayley.
The sites we've chosen to look at were chosen because of the biodiversity that exists at those places. So it's interesting to look at places that differ in order to understand the context of the biodiversity that you find at a place. So we've chosen a number of places. We've got one site here on the southern end of the Great Barrier Reef on Heron Island, another site at Lizard Island in the north, and another site at Ningaloo Reef in Western Australia. The 2 sites on the east coast of Australia have been chosen because they span the range of diversity that we find on the reef. So typically there's more species in the north than in the south, and we also have the east coast west coast comparison in place so that we can look at the difference between biodiversity in 2 different ocean basins which have very different evolutionary histories and biogeographies. We've put together a team of people to come on these expeditions who are trained in the taxonomy of the organisms that we're trying to learn more about. Most of these people come from museums. In some cases, we've got people coming to us from herbaria from various places. Most of the people on these trips are taxonomists from Australia, but we have some international collaborators coming on these trips as well.
Of course, the real stars of this expedition are the critters, corals, and other specimens the team collects, and how they find what they are looking for and why.
One of the other things we're trying to do is sample as many habitats as possible. So when people think of coral reefs, they think of the hard corals and they don't think too much about the sand flats and the other sorts of habitats that exist. But it's in those other habitats where a lot of the species reside, and those are the sort of places that haven't been well sampled and that we're trying to get a better idea of what lives in those.